Good morning. I want to add a few things about the task, the written task about a nonfiction text. So you can choose, as you said, so you can choose between a short story, a short film, or in nonfiction texts. Normally, well, it could be a TED talk, it could be articles, but these are the general ideas of what you have to do with it. First of all, the task is looks like this. Write a short analytical essay about the article, whatever it is. You must focus on the millennials' expectation from life. And then you have to include these terms, analytical terms, in your essay. The point is that, as I write here, remember that you're talking about an article, and you're not talking about the subject itself. And to make it even clearer, what I mean is that here you see, here you have yourself, here you have the article you're going to talk about, and this is the subject, in this case millennials. An essay is not going to be about the subject. You're going to talk about how the subject is dealt with by the author, because if you start talking about the subject, you end up retelling me the article, and that's the worst thing that can happen. So remember that when you write an essay about an essay or about an article, it is not about the subject that is being dealt with, but it is about how the author deals with the subject. On the other hand, when you're writing the discussion, and that's the last task you're supposed to write, you will have to focus on the subject. You've been inspired by the article, you might agree with it, you might not agree with it, but you're going to come with your own idea about the subject. And that's so important, because so many times I find that essays written about articles end up being just summaries of the articles. So that's not an essay. So remember, essays are focusing on how the subject is dealt with by the author. The discussion is going to focus about what you think about the subject after being inspired by the article. The discussion says taking a starting point in the article. So you might mention the article saying, as we saw in the article written by blah blah, we can have two different ideas about this problem, and then you present the two ideas, and then you come with your own opinion, right? So please, if you decide to write about an article, make sure you remember this. Here you have a more detailed description of what the task is like, so I invite you to read it to make sure that you know what that is about. But that was all for today. Have a nice day.